Eala now practicing in Auckland ahead of Australian swing. Manila, Filipino tennis standout Alexandra Eala has arrived in Auckland, New Zealand to begin preparations for the WTA 250 ASB Classic, scheduled from January 5 to 11th. Breakthroughs, returns, historic feats. How PH Sports unfolded in 2025. Eala was seen practicing on court, with coach Joan Bosch by her side sharing photos of her training sessions on Instagram as she continues her build-up to the new season. The ASB Classic serves as one of the key lead-up tournaments to the Australian Open, with Eala using the Auckland event as part of her early January schedule before heading to Melbourne for the Kooyong Classic later this month. The draw for the tournament has yet to be announced publicly. According to the Women's Tennis Association (WTA) website, the list of players set to compete in Auckland is subject to change. The current projected field includes several top-ranked players on the women's tour. Among those listed are world number 14 Alina Svitolina, world number 15 Emma Navarro, world number 35 Iva Jovic, world number 54 Magda Linette, world number 56 Janice Tien, world number 57 Xin Wang, world number 63 Peyton Stearns, world number 68 Sonny Cardle, and world number 69 Donna Vekic. Tennis. Alex Eala to compete in Kooyong Classic, ASB Classic ahead of Australian Open. Danish tennis star Clara Tauson is the reigning champion of the ASB Classic, having won the title in 2025. Following her stint in Auckland, Eala is set to make her debut at the Kooyong Classic from January 13th to 15th at the Kooyong Lawn Tennis Club in Melbourne, held a week before the Australian Open. Between the wind and the baseline, Alex Eala in Auckland. Morning in Auckland arrives softly. The sky stretches wide, brushed with pale blues and drifting clouds, while the wind carries the scent of the sea. On a quiet tennis court, the rhythmic sound of a ball meeting strings cuts through the calm. It is here, far from home, yet close to purpose, that Alex Eala sharpens her game, preparing for the demanding Australian swing. Each rally is deliberate. Each step across the baseline carries intention. Auckland is not just a stopover, it is a proving ground. Before the bright lights of Melbourne and the roar of packed stadiums, there is this moment, focused, quiet, and deeply personal. A journey that began long before Auckland. Alex Eala's presence on these courts is no accident. It is the result of years shaped by discipline, sacrifice, and belief. From her early days holding a racket in the Philippines to competing on global stages, her journey has been guided by an understanding few masters so young. Greatness is built when no one is watching. Now, in Auckland, the work continues. The Australian swing looms ahead, fast courts, fierce opponents, relentless schedules. Every player knows this stretch of the season demands not only physical readiness, but mental steel. Alex trains with both in mind. The practice court as a classroom. The wind in Auckland is unpredictable, challenging her timing and footwork. Instead of resisting it, Alex adapts. She adjusts her stance, recalibrates her swing, and learns to control the uncontrollable. In tennis, as in life, conditions are never perfect. Her coach watches closely. A nod here, a quiet correction there. Practice sessions are intense but thoughtful, serves repeated until muscle memory takes over, ground strokes struck with purpose, movement refined to shave milliseconds off recovery time. Every drill is a lesson, every drop of sweat an investment. These sessions are not about flash. They are about foundation, strength beyond power. What separates Alex is not just her technical skill, but her composure. Between points, she pauses. Breath in, breath out, reset. The court becomes a space of calm focus, even as fatigue creeps in. This mental discipline has become her signature. She understands that the Australian swing is as much a test of patience as power. Long matches, quick turnarounds, unfamiliar opponents, each challenge demands clarity and confidence. In Auckland, she rehearses not just shots, but responses, how to recover after a lost point, how to stay steady when momentum shifts, how to trust her preparation. Carrying home across oceans. Though thousands of kilometers from the Philippines, Alex never trains alone. Every forehand carries the quiet support of a nation watching her rise. She represents more than herself, She represents possibility. For young athletes back home, her journey is a message written in motion. World-class dreams can begin on local courts. Watching her train, one can sense the weight of that responsibility, not as pressure, but as purpose. She does not rush the moment. She respects the process. The calm before the storm. As the sun climbs higher over Auckland, practice winds down. The court grows quieter again, but the energy remains. Alex gathers her gear, muscles tired but mind alert. Another step closer. Ahead lie tougher matches, louder crowds, and higher stakes. The Australian swing will test her resilience, demand her best, and reveal how far she has come. But for now, this moment matters most. The hours spent preparing when the spotlight is elsewhere. Because when the first serve is struck in Australia, it will echo with everything built here. The wind, the silence, the discipline, and the belief. The player becoming. In Auckland, Eala is not chasing headlines. She is shaping herself, shot by shot, breath by breath. The Australian swing is not just a series of tournaments. It is another chapter in her evolving story. And as she walks off the court, there is a quiet certainty in her stride. Whatever awaits her in the weeks ahead, she will meet it prepared, grounded by the work done in places like this, where champions are not announced, but made.